Oh, yes, yes, yes! Is there a landscape feature greater, more sweet, more delectable than those oh so delicious, majestic mountains? That vista of verticality that dots the horizon with pinpricks of peaks, promising new discoveries and adventures awaiting any who should seek to mount that rough, rocky edifice of stone. Oh, it just draws you in, doesn't it? It'll come as no surprise that mountains are by far and away my favourite type of landscape feature. For obviously there is no greater verticality than those glorious mountainous slopes. And so it gives me no end of pleasure to introduce to you today's More the Day. For today we're showcasing Malagamur Mountains by Marquand. A beautiful, transcendent landscape overhaul for one of Vardenfell's most neglected regions, transforming the admittedly already hilly terrain into a full-on vista of rising peaks and shallow vales. The Malagamur has always been a rather desolate, forlorn, and harsh region. One of the rare places in Morrowind where Vardenfell's volcanic nature can be fully witnessed bubbling forth upon the landscape itself. There is, arguably, no more remote or isolated region of Vardenfell than the Malagamur. And now it is even more difficult to traverse, for with these new rocky crags and peaks, you'll need to stick to the paths, winding their way through the valleys or across the lava fields, or else invest in levitation to get across the steep mountainous cliffs. Historically, this region has always been somewhat neglected by modders, but my oh my, what a difference a year can make. For since the start of 2023, not one, not two, but now roughly half a dozen mods have added major landscape features to the terrain. From Calente's Mountain of Fear to the Terror of Tel Mer, the ruins and cliffs of Obwing Twilight, and Marquand's other mods, all of which are compatible with one another. The landscape of the Malagamur is truly just now something to behold. A land of unparalleled verticality, where at any spot along the road, you can look up and see those mountains in the distance, casting shadows into the valleys below. Honestly, it is just all so breathtakingly beautiful. The Malagamur region has long since been one of my favorites. That desolate, remote, rugged beauty has a certain attractive quality to it that I've always found just, a wee bit alluring. And this combination of mods with Malagamur Mountains just enhances that feeling spectacularly. Why, take this view for instance, just above the Arabian Insum Ashlander camp, where you can see both Calente's The Mountain of Fear and the Mountain of the Terror of Tel Mer. And in between them both, the mountainous crags of the Malagamur Mountains. What a gorgeous sight! What a horizon of vertical heights! Now, this isn't the only mod that we're taking a look at here today, for this isn't the only landscape overhaul that Marquand released for the Malagamur region. The second is a River of Fire, which overhauls the Foyeda Ashurdan. One of the rather small Foyedas on Vardenfell, which acts as a barrier between the Malagamur and the Southern Ashlands, travelling up to the slopes of Red Mountain. Not only is this one of the small Foyedas, but it's also one of the least used, home to no real dungeons or locations of interest. And as such, it is long overdue for a bit of a makeover, and a River of Fire does just exactly that, flooding this once empty Foyeda with just an active flow of lava from Red Mountain, with pools of hot magma just adding a bit of variation to the landscape, with mountainous peaks on either side of the Foyeda. It is a mesmerizing sight, and turns a once forgettable Foyeda into just a truly unique location. And since it doesn't actually touch Red Mountain, it should be compatible with any Red Mountain overhauls out there, like, Devilish Rocky Red Mountain. And as you can see here, it's also compatible with Memento Mori. You can see the towers of the Set Ossuary just there in the distance. Though this will, presumably, conflict with the housing mod Abandoned Outpost by Axel JK, which adds a buoyant homages outpost to Asherdan. But, otherwise, I can't really think of any other conflicts. Combined, these two mods are just a lovely transformation for the Magma region. And they go just really well with the handful of other major landmark mods for this fiery southern landscape. The verticality is exquisite and the atmosphere sublime. I strongly recommend giving them both a try. But that's just our mods of the day. So, as always, I've been your host, our Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.